Hey guys, it's Steve with TB Red Panda Comics. I have actually been sitting on a whole bunch of stuff. I think on my last haul I said that I'll have another haul up within a day or two, but then I got a little busy, but I have picked up some other stuff. But I literally could probably make about 4 or 5 of these videos. I have a lot of stuff, but what I'm going to do is just try to hit things pretty quick. I've had a couple people that recently subscribed, said, hey, I'd like to see more issues that have first appearances, things like that. But what I did is I know I got some first appearances in this haul here. I also just got some cool covers. This is some stuff that I've picked up from my LCS, or a few of them anyway, that I hit. Also, Second and Charles had some kind of sales going on. And so I'm just going to get into it. First of all is Lois and Clark #1. The reason why I got this is the first appearance of John Kent. According to the guy that wrote the storyline, it's in Convergence, Superman #2, I believe, where he's a baby, or he's born. But this is one of the first, I think, covers that shows him as a kid, and then I think his first appearance ends up being in like Lois and Clark #4, something like that. I actually have that issue as well. Next, as far as first appearances go, here's Superboy #9. Try to fix it with the glare. That's the first appearance of King Shark. I believe this is the first full appearance. Superboy 0, I think, has a cameo of him, but that's the first full appearance. And I got this for cover price, so it's, you can definitely find this thing pretty cheap. This is something that I actually picked up off of eBay on the somewhat cheap. The cool thing is I was at a Comic-Con just recently, and people, I think on the low side, were selling these for about $10. Others were 20. I got this with 2 other Wonder Woman, Adam. Was that Adam Hughes? Yes, Adam Hughes. Sorry. I got 2 other cool Adam Hughes covers for about $10. I think 13 probably after shipping, something like that. But so pick that up. 2 others, but I really like that cover a great deal. Seen it in some other people's hauls. This I still need to. Actually, I have to go through and bag and board all these properly, but this is X-Men 205, part of the Messiah Complex, Chapter 5. This is the first appearance of Hope Summers, and I believe, I don't know if it's been confirmed or just speculation, but I believe that she's going to be in the next Deadpool movie with Cable, so take that for what it's worth. That's why. Well, I'm a huge fan of Cable anyway, so I would have picked that up, but that's the reason why I went and started looking for it. Here's Uncanny X-Men #168, and I picked this up from a local LCS for $3. It's not in that bad a shape. There's a little bit of spine damage here, but this is the first appearance of Madeline Pryor. And Madeline Pryor technically is Cable's mother. So here is one that I see in a lot of people's hauls. Wonder Woman #36. Try to get it without the glare. Cool David Finch cover. I don't know if there's one without the blood or not, but and I think I might actually have another copy of these. So since really, I think this is my 6th or 7th haul video. Once I get up to about 50 subscribers, I'll probably end up putting together a contest. And this, one of these that I have, I'll throw in the pot of some stuff to give away. I have a few other things that I didn't realize that I had already bought. I'm sure a lot of you go through that. So I'll end up, putting together something fun to send out. Here's something I just got for the cover. I'm really starting to get into Zatanna a lot, so went ahead and picked this up. Next is for you Baby Groot fans, Groot #4. I was able to find this at an LCS. Scoot it back a little bit. Groot #4, this I believe is a cameo of Baby Groot, and then on issue 5, I believe even Baby Groot's on the cover. Next, I have seen in some people's haul videos, so I had to find it somewhere. And an LCS had this at cover price just sitting there, and it was actually in pretty good shape. I've seen it elsewhere, but it, being a white cover, it was all beat up. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 602. I forget who the artist is, but I like it. Next is Amazing Spider-Man annual number 19 from 1985. You'll still see the second and Charles price tag on there, which was $6.95, so $7. But I got this half off during the sale, so it was a good pickup. And I believe this is what they call the first time Mary Jane wears a Spider-Man costume. That's why it has a little bit of what was this? So this was 50% off as well. So I basically paid $1 for Tales to Astonish Submariner number 1. Picked up Hawkeye Limited Series number 1 as well, and that was, I picked that basically up for $1. So, and it's in really good shape too. Just picked this up because I love the X-Men, and again, it was on the cheap, so paid a little less than $2. Cyclops number 1, and I like the cover a lot. And it's written by Rucka. So, here's Superboy number 0. I know I just showed number 9 earlier, but I believe there's a cameo appearance of King Shark in this one. New Silver Surfer number 50, and this is during the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. And what was this? Basically $10. I paid like $5 for this thing, and I believe I have a couple other issues laying around that I got way back in the day, so that might be another one that I throw in on the freebie pot. Legends number 3. This is, and I might have shown this in another haul. I think I actually have 2 of these now. But this is the first appearance of the Modern Suicide Squad. Here's a cool pickup. I got this for basically 50 cents. It's Captain America 357, part of the Bloodstone storyline. Was it part 1 of 6? Yeah. But I picked it up for 50 cents, so that was a no-brainer for me. And here is one Wolverine number 4. This is the first appearance of Roughhouse, and I paid $1.50 for this thing. Here's one I got just for the cover, but it's also Mary Jane as the Iron Spider costume. I was able to pick this up at an LCS for cover price, and I might actually have 1 or 2 of those floating around, so that might actually be a prize or for a contest later on. Here's Uncanny X-Men number 134. This is part of the Dark Phoenix storyline. So was able to pick. I actually did pay some money for this. I paid about $20 for this from my LCS, but it's in pretty decent shape. And I picked this up. Number 1, I'm a huge X-Men fan, but I didn't start collecting until like issue 211. But I finally came across a decent price, and with the next X-Men movie that'll be coming out is supposed to be the Dark Phoenix storyline. So wanted to try to grab that before it went crazy in price. Here's Amazing Spider-Man number 265. This is the first appearance of Silver Sable, and I might have 1 or more of those as well. Batgirl 42. I think this is from the New 52 run, and this is one of the first appearances of Livewire in DC continuity. I know I have another one where it's actually the first appearance where she's actually in DC continuity, but here's another early appearance. And then here was an eBay pickup that I got. And if you've seen some of my other hauls, I had gotten some of the other red Sonias from like the late 70s and early 80s. So here's one. What year is this from? I forget. I know it's, I think it's early to mid 70s, but went ahead and picked that up. Here's one that it's it's got some spine ticks and it could use cleaning and maybe pressed, but I got this for like 20 bucks and I saw some others in about this shape selling for about 45, 50, 60, 70 bucks. This is the New Mutants Annual #2, and it's the first U.S. appearance of Betsy Braddock, who is Psylocke. And then I just saw this in Drashier's haul, but I was able to find this for $3. This is, and I see these all over, but I finally found one in decent shape. It's New Avengers #4, right? Yeah, 4. And this is the first appearance of Maria Hill from S.H.I.E.L.D. And then I don't know if I showed this in a recent haul or not, but this was a good stealth buy I picked up on eBay. And thankfully, I almost picked this up at a con I was at, but I would have paid about 70 bucks, and I just didn't want to do it. So I was able to find this for less than $20, even with shipping. So it's Marvel Team Up Spider-Man number 95, and this is the first appearance of Mockingbird. And sorry, I pointed to her ass, but there you go. I did have to get this on eBay. I've been trying to find a decent copy of this for a while. Wolverine Origins #10. This is a variant, and it's the first appearance of Daken, who is one of Wolverine's kids. I don't know much about Daken other than that. I bought this solely for the cover. It's New Exiles #1, and the main reason why I got it is that is I think it's a pretty cool cover, and I think it pictures Psylocke pretty well. First U.S. appearance. Here's another one I just bought solely for the cover, and I only paid $1 for it, but it's Logan Legacy, but it's got X-23 and then Wolverine in the background. Burn through these. This was just this was in a bargain bin at LC at Second Charles, Quasar #1 for $0.25, so I picked it up. And then I also, I'll just blow through these. I got #2 and also #3 as well. And as I said, they're all 25 cents, so less than $1 for all three. So I picked it up. This one was 95 cents. I was able to recently get Speedball's first appearance. So here's Speedball's first ongoing series, #1. So I picked that up. And if somebody's watching and wants to let me know, I'm not sure if Speedball's going to be in the new Warriors show that's coming out, but I, just kind of curious. Here's one when I was at Second and Charles, I was going through some bins. This is one that just came out within the past 2 weeks. Batman Elmer Fudd #1. I was not going to buy this. I mean, I love the Looney Tunes and stuff like that, but I haven't been a real big fan of some of these crossover comics. However, this thing has been going crazy on the secondary market. And when I was thumbing through a past issue bin at Second and Charles, I just happened to see this, and cover price. So I paid $5 for it. I could easily flip it for about $10 or more, but I'm just going to hold on to it and see what it does. I'm kind of curious. I'm not ever going to open it or read it, but there you go. This I picked up on eBay mainly because I did get X Factor #6, which is the first full appearance of Apocalypse. This is the first cameo appearance, and it was shipped to me in Mylar, and I think with shipping I paid about $5, so I still think that's a pretty good deal. I think I got 2 more, and Actually, no, one more, and that's it. Birds of Prey number 11. Just a badass cover. The light's killing me today. I got to do something with the lighting in my office. So this is just a badass Birds of Prey cover. So that's it. Hopefully this wasn't too long for you guys. If you're watching, please hit like. If you're watching on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe to me. Once I get up to about 50 subscribers, and I'm not trying to be greedy, I know I've just started this, but I've been watching other people's hauls videos for a long time. But once I get to about 50 subscribers or close to it, I will put a little contest just to say thank you to people that are watching me, and I'll probably try to come up with like a first, second, and third prize to make it worth some people's while. And again, I appreciate your time. Please leave me any kind of comments, or if you have anything to say about any of these comics, if you have anything interesting to say, I like to read it. So again, Steve with TB Red Panda Comics. Thanks a lot.